Okay, this is my Husqvarna YTR 1942, thereabouts. Going to get the engine torn down on this. I believe it has a blown governor gear. So you can see I've gotten started by removing the hood. I removed the fan cover. This also had a cover right here, which I'll show you. That basically goes on something like that to hide the starter. The one on the other side's already missing. Probably very common for that one to be missing, since that's right where the oil filter is. And if you listen to Terrell, lawnmowers don't need oil filters, but that's neither here or there. The nice thing with these Kohler Courage engines, they're a bucket engine. You can tear the entire engine down without removing the engine from the machine, which is nice. As long as you don't have to do like a full rebuild, you can leave everything in the chassis. The hope is all I have to replace is the governor gear on this engine. I'll show you on this side right here. If I can find it. There it is. There's no feedback at all. So I'm thinking that's what the issue is. I might do a short just showing what I'm doing and showing the potential issue, and we'll do the conclusion once I get the top cover off, or the sump cover off basically. So I'm not going to drain the oil either. I'll leave all the oil in the engine for right now. If I want to drain the oil, I'll take my oil sucker, stick it straight down into the pan, suck all the oil out of it that way, and we'll drain it. The machine does still run and drive at the moment. You gotta keep it on choke or else it races, and I don't really want to blow the engine up. Since it's not high hours, it's moderate for the age of machine. This is between a 2013 and 2015, I believe. So it's not horribly high on hours. I think this machine potentially sat around a lot, since the tires, or hoops and casings, are actually in very good condition on this as well. And they actually still have nubbies on them. You see, yeah, on the inside, there's nubbies on that one, outside on this one, and inside on that one. So I'm pretty sure the backs still have nubbies on them as well. So definitely not overly old. So this is my first time tearing down this type of engine. I've seen videos on it. I know Musty One did something similar with one of these engines a few years back. His, I believe, had the same issue, blown governor. He put it back together without the governor, I believe. I could be wrong on that, basically to see how long it lasts, but I don't think the video ever had a conclusion. But this one here, I definitely do want to try and save, since this is a reasonably high dollar machine. So with its low hours, unfortunately it does have 12 extra hours on it that I added by accidentally leaving the key on, but it's not really too big of a deal. So I'm going to get started and we will come back. Okay, engine is torn down just about all the way. Stator is loose. I'm about ready to start removing the perimeter bolts and get that off and figure out if the governor exploded. We can get a better look at the governor now. So you can see there's a lot of play on it, and even a lot of in and out play. So yeah, I'm pretty sure it's definitely an exploded governor. So the plan is to take this apart, figure out if it is the governor, and then just put the top cover back on to keep the moisture out of the engine. Okay, she is torn down, and I found exactly what I was expecting. No governor. As you can see, the engine is still full of oil. I will suck the oil out with my oil sucker tomorrow. Here is the top cover. Here, where is it? Right here is the pin that the governor rides on, and it is 100% missing, like I thought. So, like I said, next step is to get all the oil out of the engine. I might put a bucket and funnel underneath it and let it drain overnight. We'll see It's going to stay in the garage overnight regardless. And try and find the broken off pieces. They got to be in there somewhere. So when I was demonstrating the actual governor itself right here, obviously it couldn't find anything since there was nothing there. So like I thought, it was the issue. I did mention earlier, Musty One did one of these engines, but I believe he had a broken balancer and he removed his balancer and actually ran the engine without the balancer and it actually survived a bit. I don't think he actually blew it up in video. On this one here, I did remove the starter. I depinned the charging system wiring right here where it goes to the regulator. I removed the 2 white wires. I have the stator right here. So it was just easier to depin that than to leave that and just lay everything off to the side. Get everything out of the way is way easier than working around stuff. So I stripped it down a little bit more than you actually have to strip it down, but it's a lot easier to do it this way. The hardest part of this entire job was getting that flywheel off without worrying about cracking something or breaking something, since there is no bolt holes in the flywheel to put a puller on. So definitely a downside on Kohler's right there. A lot of people don't like these engines to begin with, and that's really another foot in the grave for these engines as well. But I'll get the parts ordered up next couple days. It's Saturday right now. Nothing's open tomorrow, Sunday, and Stupid Bowl Sunday. So let's give you a timeline of when this video is. Day before Stupid Bowl Sunday. Monday, I will call my local supplier, get the parts ordered. I can order them on Amazon, but I'll probably order them from my local supplier and possibly have them early next week. I know when I've originally called about the parts, they said around Christmas time it would have been hard to get, but obviously it's after Christmas now, so it should be a lot easier to get. So I'll talk to them later. Please keep it redneck like always, and please subscribe and comment.